From all the Phazon mutated creatures and experiments found on Talon 4, I believe that Thardus was one of the main bosses that most of us were confused about. It's a pile of angry rocks. How does this fit in with like mutated flora or experimented pirates? But when I was researching Project Helix for the last video, I came across Project Titan, and even though the project wasn't really as detailed as Project Helix, it was still pretty fascinating. So for today's video, I would like to explain Thardus and the story of Project Titan. So if you like Metroid content, please feel free to subscribe to the channel, follow all my social medias, and let's get started. Like I mentioned in the Project Helix video, it all started when the space pirates ran early experiments on Phazon. Seeing promising results, the pirates would start multiple projects to create a weapon from Phazon. While Project Helix was about infusing space pirates with Phazon, Project Titan would focus on infusing Phazon with inanimate objects. The process would give sentience to Apollo rocks composed of Phazon ore, and the radiation emitted from the ore would bind the rocks together to form a body. This specimen would be given the name of Thardus, and it was a promising start for Project Titan. The Phazon ore that composed the body made Thardus extremely resilient to concussive blasts. It developed a freezing attack similar to the Metroid Prime's ultra frigid beam, and the Phazon energy allowed Thardus to control each stone of his body to either form a ball for quicker movements or to hurl individual stones at a distance. All things considered, Project Titan should have been a success, but a couple issues of the project would soon arise during the experiments. It was discovered through imaging research that Thardus had a weakness. The energy that bind Thardus mainly came from one stone, and the unstable nature of Phazon would constantly shift which stone was emitting the energy. The pirates would create the thermal visor to track the stone and even had plans to remove the weakness with hopes that the creature could be used to patrol the Phazon mines. And if things went well, there were plans to expand Project Titan to include other natural materials found on Talon 4. However, Thardus was extremely aggressive, and his practically invincible body made any attempts to discipline and train the creature pointless. At one point, Thardus would breach security and cause massive casualties, causing Project Titan to be suspended indefinitely. Thardus would then be contained at the quarantine cave, and the pirates would restrict access to the area to prevent any more casualties, while they figure out a way to transport the creature to another location. Eventually, Samus would come across Thardus, where she would engage and destroy the creature using the weakness that the space pirates feared would have been exploited. With how dangerous Thardus ended up being, and with other projects and experiments yielding better results, this would mark the end of Project Titan. And that's the story of Project Titan, a story about how the space pirates gave life to a pile of rocks that just ended up being too much for them to handle. And I gotta be honest, I didn't know anything about Thardus' story. I kinda just assumed this whole time he was just an angry pile of rocks that was accidentally given life because like maybe some Phazon leaked down some rocks or something. I literally had no idea about Project Titan and the fact that he was this much of an important part of the space pirates experiments. It really makes me wonder what would have happened if Thardus was successful, having a giant rock golem walk around Phazon mines, or maybe seeing other variants of Thardus, like one composed of like Chozo ruin rocks or one composed of like volcanic material from the Magmorn caverns. It's super fascinating. And yes, of course, since we're talking about Thardus, someone's gonna bring this up, but there's evidence to suggest that Thardus was originally meant to be like in Magmorn caverns or something like that, but all that is just information about like beta concepts and stuff like that, so it's not really relevant to the canon story of Thardus. But of course, what do you guys think though? Did you enjoy the video? Did you learn something new about Metroid lore and something new about Thardus? And are there other elements, story, or aspects of Metroid lore you want covered for a video? Please let me know in the comment section below. And I do recommend clicking on the video above, which is just the story talking about Project Helix, the opposite side of Project Titan, to get the more complete story of the Phazon experiments the space pirates did on Talon 4. So I hope you check it out. And with that being said, I'm the Metroid Trainer. I hope you like, share, subscribe, follow my social medias, and I'll catch you guys next time.